get it thrown at you and expect to know how to cope with it. Give us a break. Hey guys, so we're going to be speaking about careers and getting a job and knowing what you want to do at 16, because I think this needs to be spoken about, because everyone struggles with it on their own and doesn't collectively come together and speak. So I am gonna collectively come together and speak about it because I get so stressed out with this. So I thought I'd make a little video on it. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. I feel like you kind of have to decide what you want to do when you're choosing your options in high school, which is crazy because at that age you are not gonna know what you want to be when you're older. You are gonna have no idea, and I feel like to make you choose options of what is gonna potentially control your career is crazy. For me, I chose drama, textiles, history and media studies because I've always known that I wanted to do something with performing in. Performing or fashion or dance. Originally I was going to pick dance, tech and drama, but that's a lot, so I didn't pick dance because I'm not very good at it, but I just like to do it, and I feel like you kind of do have to have the talent to do dance, because I feel like dance is if you're good at it, it's great. If you're not, it's not great. But that's just my opinion on it anyway. I feel like for other people who don't know what they want to do though, and having the stress of having to choose 4 options that can possibly determine what they want to do, I just feel like it's not fair. Say you choose what I chose and then you wanted to be an engineer, but you haven't got the GCSEs to be an engineer. When you get to college and you have to pick what you're going to do, your A-levels on or your vocational, or what you're going to get your actual grades for, at the age of 16, having to pick what you want to do, once you've picked that, kind of that's what you have to do, and then to stress and then realize, oh, that's not what you want to do. You have to do that for a year and then you have to spend more time. It's at such a young age you have to decide what you want to be, and not many people know what they want to do. They'll pick certain A-levels to, and then they'll have no idea what they can do with that, or then they'll think, I don't even want to do this, what am I doing? It's just such a hard thing to do, and decide what you want to be. You've got your whole life to decide, and you have to decide at 16, and as soon as you leave college you have to get a job. It's why can't we just live in the moment and not decide what we want to do for our careers? Trying to get a job when you're in college as well is so hard because you have to be in college. You don't have to, but you're advised to go to college, but the jobs that are hiring want full-time, or they're doing days that you're in college so you can't do it, so it's so hard to find a job. And then you're supposed to be working till 11 o'clock at night, and then you've got coursework to do, and then you're up all night. It's give us a break. For me, I want a job because I want to go traveling, I want to go spend all my money, I want to go to festivals, but I don't have the money because I don't have a job, because places that hire him want certain amounts, and you need experience as well. And I've had experience, but the experience I've had is not good enough. So how do they want me to get experience when I can't get hired because I've got none? What experience? You are the experience for me to get more jobs, so why are you not hiring me? I feel there's so much pressure when you have to decide who you want to be and what you want to do at such a young age, especially when you're not being taught any help. You don't get taught how to do bills, you don't get taught how to go and find your career, you don't get taught how to deal with it all. You just get it thrown at you and expect to know how to cope with it and what to do and what you want to be, when you've not even fully matured or fully developed as a human being yet. I think I'd consider myself quite lucky because I've known what I've wanted to do since I was a kid, but for everyone else who has no idea what they want to do and they're just expected to know and do it and have no stress in, so many people get frowned upon for dropping out of college and not going to university and traveling and having a gap year. Why would they want to rush into bills, finance? responsibilities when they can just have a break for a little bit and then get into it. Like, I feel like it should be more normalised to have these gap years and not rush into all the stressful parts of life, because at the end of the day, you live once. You shouldn't have to, as soon as you leave school, then life turn into this massive pain for you. Personally, I think schools should be teaching you all these things on like how to actually live your life instead of teaching us Macbeth. Like, you know, there's actual struggles and there's actual like debt and bills and all these massive issues surrounding the world, and how to go and get a job and what to write on your CV, and you know, these are life lessons that we're just expected to already know. They should be taught to us and we should be given a little bit of advice on it, but we're not. We're just thrown into the world and expecting to kind of like fend for yourselves. I think the system in that way is just so cruel. Like, so many people end up like turning to drugs and alcohol because they don't know what to do with their life, because their life's so stressful. And I think it is because we're never taught how to cope in situations of stuff like that. Like, we don't have any heads up, we don't have any warnings, you don't have any help. It's you leave school, you're on your own. And then you have to do everything for yourself. You have to learn your whole life. I feel like your life starts when you leave school because you're in the real world, but you're on your own. And like, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to start. Like, finding a job as hard as it is, you've got Indeed and you've got LinkedIn, I don't think those are good places to look. I think the government or like the council should maybe help kids a little bit more on learning how to cope in life and how to figure out what you want to do and how to get a job. Like, I just feel that it's needed and it's a must in life, instead of figuring out all on your own and then potentially putting your mental health at risk because you're so stressed out with like what you want to do and not knowing. Like, you're supposed to, you know, start taking on responsibilities, but when most people are 16, 17, 18 without a job because no one will take them on, it's kind of like, well, what do you expect people to do? I've just made this video kind of just to spread awareness, because everyone feels the same about this. Like, if you've got a job, you're so fortunate. Hold on to that job, because people will swoop in and take it. But it's like everyone is kind of on the same boat. So I feel like I should help you all out and just like share the fact that everyone feels the same. Like, it is a genuine struggle that everyone is, not everyone, because some people do have jobs, but when most people are struggling with on where to start. Because I don't know myself. Like, I literally don't know. Even doing this type of stuff, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to do it. But it's more like, this is so much easier than actual, you know, 9 to 5, whatever, because this is all a learning curve in itself, where jobs, careers, realising what you want to do is the hardest thing someone can actually figure out. Hopefully, my hope and pray and manifest, it might reach some very, very important people and they might take on board what I'm saying, because collectively it's a struggle and, you know, people need jobs, people need to live, and I feel like these lessons need to be taught instead of expecting to know how to deal and dealing. You should be taught how to deal and deal. Everyone struggles with this. We shouldn't have to struggle with it because it should just be easier, but it's not. And I kind of just wanted to spread a little bit of awareness that it's okay to be feeling a little bit down about the fact that you have no idea what you're doing. We live on a floating rock. You will always be okay. But that's the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, God bless.